everybody, this is VisitJoan and welcome to a houseboat speed build. This time around it is well actually it's not this time around because I don't think I've done a houseboat speed build before, even in The Sims 3. Well, of course I started doing YouTube after The Sims 4 came out, so I've never really done any YouTube videos with The Sims 3, and I don't think I'm going to. I tried to do a little bit of filming, and it was just, oh my goodness, it just wasn't possible. There was still some stuff, even when I turned headline effects off, and it was just really dark, and just, I don't know, it was just, The Sims 4 is a much more beautiful game, and even with its limitations, it just looks better, so I think I'm just going to stick with that. However, I do have some Sims 3 kind of footage. I'm happy I have that option now. But anyway, today I am building a pirate houseboat, and that is because one of the Sims who lives here used to be a pirate. But I'm not going to tell that story right now, actually, because I figured I'm going to save the long and ridiculous, complicated backstory, which my mom thought was ridiculous. And I'm like, Mom, my backstories are always ridiculous. What the heck are you talking about? But anyway, I figured I'd save that backstory for another video, especially when they go and build their bigger house, because this house is only just temporary, because, you know, I intended it to be kind of like the quarters, like the pirate's quarters from the pirate's ship, because he quit being a pirate, and so we dismantled the ship and kept his quarters, you know, and turned it into a houseboat. But that's only going to be feasible once they have, I don't know, maybe 2 children. They have 1 right now, and, you know, that's not going to be able to be feasible after that. So after that, I'm probably going to build another house for them. Maybe it's probably going to be on this same lot. So this is only temporary, but it will be on the gallery as soon as I actually get around to putting it there. But anyway, this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom houseboat, and it's got 3 stories. The very bottom is the kitchen and the big bathroom. The middle is the living room and the nursery, and the top is the master bedroom with a little inset little bathroom. And at the very top is kind of like a pleasure roof, because there's kind of pleasurable stuff going on there. And this is a really short video. Well, I mean, it's not. It's like 16 minutes long, but that's when you include all the pictures and all of the intro stuff. So it's not that long, so I didn't edit it as nearly as much as I usually edit these videos. So you will get to see my process of choosing clutter, which is kind of like, oh my goodness. And that brings up a whole nother thing. Today I was watching a video. I'm not going to say who it was by, just because this kind of is a little controversial thing kind of going on here. But I was watching a video by another YouTuber, and I was scrolling through the comments, and guess who commented? And I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to bring any attention to this person because they don't deserve it. But yeah, it's somebody who hurt me, and this person that did the video actually responded to the comment. And I know that they have a right to respond to any comment, whatever comment they want, but it still felt like a betrayal. And I know that's not really a betrayal, but it still hurt. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And of course, I've been doing a lot of thinking about everything, you know, everything, it just feels like everything goes back to what happened back in November, and I'm not going to get into that, but that's what is constantly on my mind, and my mom is just like, why can't you let it go? And I'm like, well, as long as this person's sitting pretty and I'm suffering, I can't let it go. It's like they just don't understand that these things months later still have big effects on you, just like feeling betrayed by something that's not even a betrayal. I mean, it's like, what the heck is going on? But I have absolutely no idea how to even react to my own reaction to that. I just think, I don't know, maybe because this particular person never got around to even watching one of my videos. I don't know. All I really wanted was a friend, you guys. And yeah, it's still kind of like the same thing, because I realize now that, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and the whole thing, it happened to protect me from that. So now I'm still wondering, was this person, even with all this stuff that happened, I still can't help but wonder, is this person really a bad person, like I keep saying that they are? Or was it the right person that came into my life at the wrong time, and we just totally and completely screwed it up? And before I go any further, I'm going to just say right now, if you know who this person is that I'm talking about, which some of you probably do, please do not go harassing this person on my behalf. If you want this person to pay the consequences, a simple just unsubscribe, unfollow, that's good enough. But don't be going after this person because of me. What happened is between me and her, and if it doesn't involve you, you shouldn't feel obligated to, it's not cool, it's not fun, it's not something I condone at all. Please, just don't. We already have enough drama in this community, and I don't need to be adding to any of it, because I don't add drama. I tell drama-filled stories because, well, without the drama, it would just be boring, but I do not add drama in real life. That's where people are just completely and totally wrong about me. But anyway, right now we are doing the kitchen. This kitchen was pretty straightforward. I mean, I had to have a place for, the stove. And here I am trying to figure out how exactly to line up the counters. But I think I did a good job. Oh my goodness. Did I finally figure out how to get those counters to work? Like, seriously? Like, I mean, okay, maybe the stove in the middle kind of... I don't know. I mean, there's still this thing, like, sticking out there farther than for the other counters. So if I just put a counter where the stove was, maybe it wouldn't work. But maybe that's how it works. Maybe I need to put, like, a stove right next to the little corner thing going on there. But, anyway, you guys, this is kind of a combo kitchen and dining room. And I decided to put the fridge over there because I wanted the tall cabinet. I love those things. It's like, I don't have one. I just have like a freaking pantry that's like right next to the stove. No, it's not even the stove. We have the stove, a counter, a fridge, and then the pantry. And then the microwave that's like older than I am. And I'm approaching 30 really fast. Which, is kind of really just surreal just because, I always thought my goal, even when I graduated from college and my life started slipping, I want one more good year of my 20s. And that's not going to happen. It's not. Between the stuff that happened in November, which I know I keep bringing up, I'm sorry, but anyway, between that and the pandemic and everything else in between, it's not going to happen. And so I pretty much accepted the fact that my 20s are all but over. And so now I guess I need to focus on my 30s. I can start fresh and say, okay, what can I do to make this decade better than the last one? Because, I don't know, maybe 30s are the new 20s now. I really don't know. Or maybe I could just live my 20s in my 30s. Or I could just make 30s better than my 20s. I mean, I know, I say I don't know a lot, but it's true. There's a lot I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. I know I want to keep this channel going, and I know I want to do Trouble in Paradise and That Fateful Night. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't know anything else, and I really don't know. That's how I got into this predicament that I basically don't really have many friends, and the one I do have is 1,500 miles away. So anyway, I finished the first level on the inside, and now I'm working on the second half of the outside. And at first I thought it would be best to have, at first I kind of wanted to have a ladder going all the way up to the top, but it didn't happen for some reason. That didn't happen for some reason. It only went up to the top of the next level, and I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on? Because I know when I did Knox and Carrie's house, I was able to get the ladder to go up 2 levels, all the way up from the first to the 3rd story. But for some reason, that didn't happen here. So I had to completely scrap that and figure out, okay, how else are we going to get to this side? Well, maybe this is something that you can only access if you swim up to it. So I decided to do that. In other news, I only did 1 sim session today, which is really interesting because I've been thinking, it's been kind of, stuff that, like, see, this is the problem. I can't even put it into words at the moment, like what it is. Like, I've been getting maybe a little bit burnt out. It's been feeling a little better since I've taken these precautions a little bit, like with the 2 sim sessions, the 1 building, and the 1 maybe for, Trouble in Paradise stuff. But when I was thinking about, here, see... Oh my goodness, I am just not good with... This is what I get for recording while Mercury is in retrograde, guys. But anyway, I was feeling burnt out about music videos, and I realized that, that was like, back when I was doing the one for my friend in, April, I was like, this may be my favorite type of video to make, but now I'm just feeling like it's just a pain in the butt and a real chore. And I'm like wondering why that is, and I'm sitting there thinking, that is a classic symptom of depression. So it may be depression rearing its ugly head. I mean, I don't feel depressed, but I haven't felt like that in a while. So, I mean, I don't know what it is. I keep screwing around with, stuff like that, antidepressants and things like that. So I may have to mess with that a little bit. So uploads may be a little bit wonky here and there. It may just be builds for a while. I don't know. But until I figure out something that I'm actually happy with and that actually makes me feel good, it might be builds and then Trouble in Paradise stuff, or That Fateful Night stuff, or just the scripted videos, and that might be it. See, here I am, I'm decorating, kind of like a bulletin board of all the places where they have been, because it's a houseboat, so they may have, traveled on the pirate ship for, a while, this couple. And so this couple, they actually met at sea, and I'm not going to tell you the full story, but they met at sea, and then, they fell in love at sea, and then they did elope. So yeah, the full story, if you want to know more information, the details are on Instagram. I'm at VisitJoan. You can see them. They have one child, Andrew. He is just a baby, but he is the cutest little baby, and he'll become a toddler eventually. So here I am with the nursery, and oh, I thought I cut this part out. Okay, well, I guess I didn't, but yeah, I have to do that just for reasons with OCD. I can't really scroll through the catalog freely just because there are triggers in there, so I just can't do it. I have to do that to protect myself and to protect the video that I'm making, even though I will edit it out, the raw footage. I will have to actually edit it out and then go through the raw footage, edit it out, and then throw out the raw footage and then save the new raw footage and then edit it back in another video. It's a pain in the butt, but that's life with OCD. It's one big pain in the butt. And a lot of people think OCD is like being like super, you have to have everything, super neat and super, organized. That is not what OCD is. Trust me, from someone who suffers from it. Actual OCD, that is not what it is. But anyway, here I am keeping the baby nursery as neutral as possible because I don't know what gender the baby is going to be at this point. And here's the thing. You could give a baby boy a pink nursery. An infant is not going to care. Like, an infant is not going to care about a bunch of things. An infant is not going to notice whether or not their parents are married. An infant is not going to notice what color their nursery is. An infant is going to notice if you don't take care of them. So, yeah, this whole thing about, oh my goodness, like, you have to do everything for the child right away after it's born or before it's born, that's just ridiculous, because an infant isn't going to care. But that's just my take on the whole thing. Do what you want. Do what's right for you guys. So, yeah, here is the master bedroom. I guess I can call it the master bedroom, because it's really the only bedroom in the house other than the nursery. Well, I guess that is another bedroom. Anyway, you guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Before I go, though, I want to thank you so much for watching and so much for your continued support, even with all the lies about me out there. Well, maybe not all the lies, there's just one lie. But even with that, I just want to thank you so much for your continued support, and thank you for watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed it, which I hope you did, I would really appreciate it if you left a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get up out of here, but you can always follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at VisitJoan and Twitter at VisitJoanVideos. But I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. Bye, everybody!